Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about supplies for homemade squishies, and I will be doing more of these types of videos, but for other things related to homemade squishies like painting or like squishy tags, so keep an eye out for those. So first off, for foam, I like to use memory foam. So here's a hunk of memory foam that I got from a pillow, and these are really soft and really slow rising. You can get this usually at places like Walmart for around under $10. So it's just called this memory foam contour pillow. Doesn't really matter. Don't get a really expensive one because that's not really worth it. Other foams people like to use include density foams, which you can find at places like Walmart again, and other craft stores like Michael's. You can also use makeup sponges, so here I just have the little wedges, and you can find these at drugstores. They're basically everywhere. That is it for foams, and moving on to paints. So you always want to use some sort of fabric paint or puffy paint, and it doesn't really matter what brand you have. The main colors that you really want to have are the primary colors so that you can mix them together. You always want a ton of white. I use so much white paint. I'm always running out of it, so this is a new one that I just bought. And then you always want some black just for details. So those are probably the most primary or basic colors that you want to have. And you don't want to use any acrylic paints or other types of paints because when you paint those on, they end up cracking and the foam ends up ripping and it's just a really big mess and it sucks. But you can use acrylic paint to color scribbles paint, just as long as the majority of the paint is puffy paint. For mixing your paints, I like to mix on plastic bags because it doesn't soak up the paints, and also I end up throwing away or recycling my plastic bags anyway, so just put them to good use. Now moving on to scissors. Here are the scissors that I use. Also, can we just take a moment for this? These scissors are pretty small and they're very sharp, so they're really good for getting into little details. I got these from China, so I'm not exactly sure where you can find it in the US, but basically any sharp scissors will work the best because then you can get the foam really nice and smooth, which is what you want. So moving on to painting your squishies. A lot of people like to use toothpicks, so I have this little container that is also from China. Great for getting in small details because they're really sharp and tiny, so yep. Most of the time I use the back of paintbrushes for painting, which is probably not the best. And I've also seen a lot of other people do this where they just take gloves and put the paint on their gloves and they just rub it onto the foam. The last supplies that you might want to add to your homemade squishies is if you're adding a tag. So here's an example of a squishy that has a tag. So first of all, you'll be needing some eye pin, and they just look like this. So here are the ones that I bought from a store a while back, which do not fit the ball chains that I have, so I made my own. And then to go along with that, you'll be needing some ball chains. So you could either reuse ball chains you have from other squishies, or you can buy some. These I got in a pack of 100 from Amazon for around like $2. So yeah, that is it for this video. I really hope you guys found it helpful. Let me know if you want to see more of these types of videos. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and bye!